round of wow, I can't believe that went up. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more awesome content. Chain Disappearance. So, I was going through all of the OTS deck lists that I've seen out this weekend, and Chain Disappearance has started to show up as a choice against the meta. And I was like, wait a minute here. It's taken this long for people to look at Chain Disappearance and go, huh, maybe we should actually consider this. Because, like, as long as something has underneath, 1,000 attack points, you'll get the chance to rip through it, and then you'll banish all of the copies of it from the deck and hand effectively. So you're looking at, what, your primary hit targets, Ubel, some of the Snake Eyes stuff, really just kind of depending out here when you're looking at this stuff and going, wow, you know, like, this is everything that we wanted, I guess, to be able to clean up, because Snake Eyes Ash is 800 attack points. Well, it's a trap card, and I think that's the primary reason why people haven't really given it a shot yet. But when we're up to a 4 deck list out of the weekend here, with people going, you know, we're finally going to start citing Chain Disappearance. Time to put the eyes back on those turbo packs and watch the world do its thing. Now, to be honest with you, I don't know if this is going to stick around or if this is just, I guess, the result of, you know, more localized environments. Because if you know you're going to play against Snake Eyes / Ubel for most of the day, then you can just go ahead and slam down Chain Disappearance into your side deck. Handle these cards. It's cards that can have double-sided purposes and that are able to, you know, clean up multiple things here is technically the best things that you want to see. So I'm not all that surprised to see Chain Disappearance showing up as a tech choice, but to see that, you know, you have, I mean, I think these are $15 at the moment. Yeah. Next up is Engraver. You've got to be kidding me. Like, how much copium are we going to go on this week as to looking at these tech choices and going, wow, you know, I can't believe, yeah, Engraver of the Mark. I guess the competitive community went, well, you know, cross-out designator's a problem. And then you look over here at Lullaby of Obedience and you're like, that's also an annoying problem. So now we reach the counter-pick phase. And if you've learned anything about this game, if you're playing cards to counter-pick other cards, there comes this time in a lot of the games where they're not going to be consistent at all. They're just going to be cards that you're going to look at and you're going to be like, wow, you know, I dead drew this. My opponent didn't cross out. They didn't lullaby me. You know, honestly, at that point, Engraver is just a level 4 sitting in your hand with a nice 1,800 attack points out here. I don't know what I'm supposed to say about Engraver. It's cute. And it is okay, but I don't see this working in absolutely large competitive play. Like, it just doesn't make sense for this to happen. But once again, when you're looking at these localized environments out here, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 Snake Eyes duelist, you know, as long as you know what you're going against for like an OTS championship of 20, 25, 30 people, you know, Engraver suddenly looks like a better card for the sorts of matchups. Where were these? Why can't we have better tech choices against this meta? Like, honestly, like, these are good, but, like, I want more! Like, can we have more? Like, that'd be great, thanks. Now, I need to talk about Iron Thunder and this huge influx of stun players that are kind of coming into the game here, because I've been told by multiple people that you know, Iron Thunder has 22 listings at the moment. It's hitting about $30 for the QCR, which not that surprising. But the fact that Johnny kind of, I guess, showcased to the world that, hey, you know, Mr. Asian Persuasion, hey, you can still play stun right now. Like, stun is a good choice. Are you going to win, like, every single game? No. I mean, like, it's if stun was 100% a absolute, you would see players playing it more. And Stun, I guess it does take a certain kind of mastermind to play it out here. That's why you always see the memes of, you know, grabbing on the local Stun player. It's rough out here, it really is. But as of filming this right now, I think that with other major Yu-Gi tubers starting to play this deck and putting more of a spotlight on it, just as like an alternative to the format right now, it's actually pretty good. Now I know, Boohoo, Floodgates, you know, Jowgen the Spiritualist is an insane card. Speaking of Jowgen seeing playing in the TCG basically the Voiceless Voice branded deck is kind of hilarious. OCG never got to experience that deck, but TCG's going full balls with that one. But outside of that, Stun. I have not actually had the chance to play Stun this format. I've been deep over here. My friends wanted to play test the Runic matchup against Ubel. And, you know, just talk about an absolute dumpster fire of a matchup. But, you know, you live to play test, you live to learn the ins and outs of it. And I think right now, Stun has a pretty solid, I guess, turnover rate for the meta. So kind of keep that in mind. You might see some shifts. Next up is the Trident Dragon. Yeah, you heard me say that right. We have been pushing Tenpi Dragons. We have done so many showcases. There's so many more showcases to come on this channel of Tenpi Dragons that I'm surprised that people are surprised that having an ignorant going second deck is one of the things that the game needs. You know, you can't just put full emphasis on all of these going first decks out here. All right, like, I'm sorry to tell you this, but when the current game is go first, make a board, have your opponent go, GG Duelist, I can't break that. That's where your issues begin. That's where Tenpi Dragon looks to solve the problem of people have compared the deck to Bujins. You know, you strap in and you get ready to just be a football player and just smash through the team's offense. All right, like, that's, I know it's really weird. You should be on defense at that point, but no. All right, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! All right, your opponent has set up this huge field. You're going to Tenpi Dragon, maybe make a Black Rose, blow up their field because your field spell protects your stuff, and your opponent's going to be really upset that they were able to do this, and they think they're going to Promethean Princess you, but your field spell's protecting your monsters because main phase they're protected, and then you're just like, yeah, I'm better than you. Yeah, I'm a Tenpi Duelist. I feel like that's... Am I wrong? Like, please feel free to tell me. But like with these Trident Dragon prices going up, I mean, I think most people right now are like, are you gonna reprint that thing, Konami? Is it gonna be an OTS card, or are we just not gonna do it? Because right now, like, I mean, your most expensive version's coming in at what, like $20-$30. So you've got some interesting hype around the Tenpi Dragon stuff. You're gonna want to keep an eye on. And next one is a personal shout out to Test Ape. I don't think any of you remember this card, except for very few people out here. But Test Ape showed up in an Edison Online format. And now people are going, wait, Test Ape Edison? Well, if it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard and special summon a level 4 or lower Gladiator Beast monster from your deck. That's right. This card has never seen any real competitive play until fairly recently when Me Ape Me Strong turns into an absolute reality. And I believe as of filming this morning, I saw that these were sitting at about $2, or at least heading on up to the $2 to $3 range. Still had about 79 listings of it. So it hasn't reflected and gone too crazy yet, but when a card like this shows up with one printing out here, you got to take a look at it and go, what in the world is going on? And the Edison buyouts, they're very real. I don't cover them as much in these styles of videos because 95% of the time, they feel kind of hit or miss some days, but more and more people are exploring these older formats right now, and more weird things are going to happen. If Test Ape gets a holo print in 2024, 2025, I think I'm gonna lose it. But anything is possible, I suppose. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. patrons. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.